What if tomorrow morning you woke up to find that the climate crisis we've been warned about for decades suddenly accelerated beyond our worst predictions? Imagine coastal cities vanishing beneath rising seas, not in a century, but in years. Picture breadbasket nations turning to dust, and weather patterns becoming so chaotic that the word normal loses all meaning. This isn't science fiction. It's a scenario scientists call rapid climate destabilization, and the mechanisms that could trigger it are already in motion. Our planet operates on a delicate balance of feedback loops, and we're dangerously close to pushing several past their breaking points. The Arctic permafrost holds twice as much carbon as our entire atmosphere. Imagine it thawing rapidly, releasing methane gas 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide. The Amazon rainforest, Earth's lungs, could transform from carbon sink to carbon source as droughts and fires intensify. The Greenland ice sheet, containing enough water to raise sea levels by 20 feet, shows accelerating melt rates that alarm even the most conservative scientists. These aren't isolated events. Once these tipping points cascade, the changes become self-reinforcing and irreversible on human timescales. Melting ice means less white surface to reflect sunlight, causing more warming and more melting. Dying forests mean less carbon absorption, meaning more atmospheric CO2, meaning more dying forests. Ocean currents that regulate global weather patterns could collapse, turning Europe's climate Siberian, while intensifying tropical storms into super hurricanes. What took nature millennia to build could unravel in decades, and our ability to adapt would be overwhelmed by the sheer speed of transformation. The human cost of rapid warming would be catastrophic beyond measure. Hundreds of millions of climate refugees would flee drowning coastlines and uninhabitable interior regions, triggering the largest migration crisis in human history. Food systems would collapse as crop failures become the norm rather than the exception. The wheat, rice, and corn that feed billions grow within narrow temperature ranges. Water wars would erupt as rivers fed by glaciers run dry, and ancient aquifers are depleted. Cities built for one climate would find themselves in another, their infrastructure failing, their economies crumbling, their populations desperate. We stand at a unique moment in human history, perhaps the last generation that can choose our fate. Every fraction of a degree matters. Every year of delay means more carbon in the atmosphere, more heat trapped in the oceans, more momentum toward those tipping points. The technology to transition away from fossil fuels exists right now. Solar and wind energy are cheaper than coal. Electric vehicles are becoming mainstream. But technology alone isn't enough. We need political will, economic transformation, and a collective recognition that business as usual is a path to catastrophe. So what if global warming increases so fast? The answer depends entirely on what we do today. We're not powerless spectators to our own extinction. We're the authors of what comes next. Every carbon-neutral building constructed, every forest protected, every policy passed, every voice raised in demand for action writes a different ending to this story. The question isn't whether we can prevent catastrophic climate change, it's whether we will. The planet will survive. It's survived worse. But will we survive as a civilization? That choice, right now, is still ours to make.